trailer. So, oh, there we go. First question right there.
Hi. Why did you decide to choose Daft Punk to create the music for Tron, and why do you think the music style fits in?
Well, you know, you just look at those guys, it seems like a pretty good fit. You know, actually, they are huge Tron fans. Right, you know, before we had even started doing that VFX test, I heard that they were interested, so we met. I think I talked about this last year. Sean and I met them for pancakes, which is odd. They made it
consistent with the disc theme.
Yeah, pancakes is all they eat. Yeah, exactly. And you know, they're really serious about, obviously Tron is a huge influence artistically for them, and we've been working on the music for almost, God, it feels like it's almost been 3 years now. And it's something really new for you Daft Punk fans out there. This is going to be something completely new. It's a mix of orchestral music, electronic, granular sounds. It's all blended together. You heard a little bit of it there. I think you're going to be really psyched to check out the video.
Cool. All right. Next question.
Hi. My question is for Mr. Bridges. Explain the father and son relationship between Sam and Kevin.
Well, you know, questions like that are kind of tough for me in things like this because I don't want to deprive the audience of any kind of surprises or anything. I'm a big movie fan. I like to know as little about movies. But it's a father and son relationship. I don't want to blow the dynamic of you know what's going on in the movie. So I'm just going to leave it mysterious if that's all right.
From the steampunk gentleman in the front, yes.
When you first created Tron, this is towards the creator. When you first created Tron, you knew it was great. Obviously, it's an amazing movie. But did you expect it to be so popular and amazing as they create such crowds like this? Did you really expect that, or like what's your reaction?
What's happened is that the generation that grew up with Tron has accepted it as a sort of founding myth. You know, of the internet, of the technology that's there. I always thought that it had a validity that went beyond suburbia's ability to deal with it at the time, and that proved to be true. So the story came true, and very often I would look at what was happening in the world, and I would say to myself, this is just like the movie we made, and then I'd have to ask so long ago, and as all those truths piled up, eventually the next generation said, this is what we're about, this is what we want. And I want to thank all the fans for holding on all these years.
I'd like to just add a little bit to that question. One of the things that attracted me to this next episode of Tron Saga is this mythology. I look at it as a modern myth. And we need modern myths that are kind of up to date. I was at a concert with Jackson Brown. He's my buddy. Just last night, I don't know if any of you guys were at that concert, but he was telling me about what these things do. That, you know, 20 years ago, what a wonderful idea. You know, we'll have these little plastic water bottles, and whenever we need a drink of water, you know, we get to gratify that urge. But now we're finding out that these things, even though they say they're biodegradable, they really aren't. And they don't go away. And one of the themes of our movies is about the dark side of technology. And, you know, it happens. It's happening so fast, our technology, that we haven't developed any ethics to go along with it or any real knowledge about the long-term aspects of our technology. So I want to encourage the fans out there to go to a website and learn about this. It's called the Pollution Coalition, and it's about getting rid of these things. I know they're convenient, but they're no good. They're no good for us. So we fight for it.
Next question.
This was for Bruce. I met you a few times at the AgMegCon, if you remember those. And you talked a lot about Babylon 5 and how wonderful it was to work for it. How did that prep you for this type of a movie?
Well, actually, it was the other way around. I did Tron in 1981, came out in 82. Babylon 5 was not until, 94 I joined it. So I did have some experience with working in the science fiction realm through that. I mean, when we did the original Tron, we were in a black sound stage, am I right, fellas? White outfits. We had to imagine, thank God, Stephen had the scene sort of storyboarded so we could have a visual idea of where we were, because it was all just solid black.
It was a different time. There was so much idealism in the air, and we really got to dream big.
Yeah.
We didn't have to worry about how the implications or, making it real. And Joe's made it all real. This is the next generation that has to live with this technology every day, and that's reflected in how different this Tron is from the first Tron.
When we shot the first one, Steve, that was his first movie, and to this day, I don't know if it was his innocence or his great creative cojones or his brilliance or whatever, but Steve made the choice to line the walls of the set with video games that we could play for free. So you can imagine how difficult it was to get people to go to work. I had an ongoing battle with Steve on a game called Battle Zone. Do any of you guys remember that? And that was basically the world of Tron. So they would ask me to get off the game, and I said, I'm preparing, damn it.
That problem is worldwide now.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Next question.
Yeah, hi. My question is aimed at Jeff. 27 years later, when you got the call, did you think, oh no, not another remake, or were you really psyched?
Well, I was attracted to this one for pretty much the same reason as the first one, that it was kind of appealed to the kid in me, Here's an assignment to be sucked inside a computer, and you get to work with all these, cool guys, and there are going to be, great costumes that you get to wear, and use all the most up-to-date technology. So that's really what brought me to this party, and as well as the idea of creating this modern myth, which I think we need to do, to update our older ones, give us a new one.
All right. Next question. Ooh, twins. Nice.
This question is for Olivia Wilde. Now that you've started a film that deals with video games, do you have a newfound appreciation for guys who play video games?
Actually, I can answer this one. I feel like...
Oh, absolutely. It's such a complex world, and now I'm so fascinated by it. As I've been able to learn more about the history of video games and what we're capable of doing now, I just started playing them. I can't believe the last video game I played was Duck Hunt. Things have changed. And so, no, I'm completely fascinated by them, and that's why I'm so happy to be here, because these are my favorite types of fans, and it's, you guys are discerning, and you're smart, and you know this world a lot better than I do, and I'm just really honored to be a part of it.
Well, Steve gave the original cast of Tron, Battle Zone, and all those video games. Joe just gave us Yahtzee.
Well, someone just got 2 new Twitter follows, that's all I'm saying. Next question.
Mr. Bridges, we're all big fans, and congratulations on your recent Oscar. Can you share how your creative process has changed as an artist from 27 years ago to now?
it hasn't changed all that much. Not really. You know, I'm from an acting family. My father, Lloyd Bridges, very gung-ho to have all his kids going to showbiz. He dug it so much. As a matter of fact, we just did an interview and somebody put a comic book on the table in front of me. It was my father as Mike Nelson, a comic book of Sea Hunt. And I looked at that and you know, he had this wetsuit on and it looked like a prototype for a Tron suit, you know. And so he, you know, that child thing I was talking to you about, that excitement that a child has, you know, when your friend calls you up and says, "Come on, we're gonna play this game. You want to, you know, get dressed up, and I got all this neat gear," and it's excited. That has never gone away from me. You know, that the playfulness of acting, even if you're playing a dramatic role, you know, like in Crazy Heart, the chance to pretend like that and get into somebody else's skin, just like when you're a kid, is, you know, very much the way I approach it today. Back in those days.
All right. Next question.
Hi. My question is for everybody, basically. And I'm sorry, Mom. And I was wondering how, in the beginning, when the movie was in production, when it was called Tron 2.0, or Tron with the 2 in there, how did it evolve into Tron Legacy?
We thought, because there was a father-son story at its core, and a legacy of Kevin Flynn passed on to his son Sam, we thought it was a creatively appropriate title. But the other reason we were really, when we landed on legacy, we really wanted to go that direction was I also think that Steven, Jeff, Bruce, and team set a standard in 1982 of how they were pushing the envelope. And so we felt, as this team, a creative legacy as well, for wherever we could be pushing the boundaries on this movie, we wanted to. And so it both kind of fit our movie creatively, and also we thought really spoke philosophically to the movie we were trying to make, and, you know, following up these guys' achievement in 1982.
Wow. Next question.
Are they going to re-release Tron 1, and if they do, will it be converted to 3D like Toy Story?
We're having all those conversations right now. I think you can expect to see the original Tron in some pretty exciting formats, hopefully pretty soon.
And the mini Unabomber.
Bridges. What's your opinion on the remake of Tron?
I have a good opinion. It's not really a remake. You know, one of the cool things I think that Joe and Eddie and Adam did very well is to make it not only a sequel, you know, it will work for people who saw the old Tron, but it also stands on its own. You don't have to, you won't have to have seen the first one to make this one make sense. Have you seen the first one?
Oh, no.
It doesn't matter. You can see it after this new one. And it might be more interesting that way, you know?
It's available on VHS and Laserdisc. Okay, I believe that is it for the questions. So now, Joe, I want to let you introduce the new trailer.
Yeah, well, I think it's just been unlocked by users online, so we're going to show it here first. This is our new Tron Legacy trailer.
3D is